Anna Karenina summary and analysis. A moving train, a woman steps in front of it. The story begins where it ends. And yet, everything in between is what creates a heartbreaking tragedy. Leo Tolstoy didn't just write a love story, he wrote a warning. Between 1873 and 1877, he built Anna Karenina like a mirror for society, one that still shows our cracks. The book isn't old, it's timely. It shows what happens when people chase pleasure and freedom without understanding the cost. It shows what happens when you mistake feeling alive for living right. Anna Arkadyevna Karenina is beautiful, smart, well read, but she is also trapped. Married to Alexei Alexandrovich Karenin, a cold and ambitious government official, she is respected, wealthy, and profoundly lonely. When she travels to Moscow to help her brother Stepan, a serial cheater, patch up his marriage, she meets Count Vronsky on the train platform. This is where things begin to unravel. Vronsky is young, handsome, and full of charm. He is an officer, a flirt, a man who never had to face real consequences. They lock eyes, he pursues her, she falls. At first, it's a thrill, something new, something real. But Tolstoy doesn't romanticize this. From the start, you sense a doom that thickens with each chapter. The excitement of their affair quickly turns into a shadow that follows her everywhere. Society whispers, then it begins to talk loudly. She tries to leave her husband, she begs to be free, but the law isn't on her side. Her husband refuses to divorce, he wants to keep control and keep his name clean. Their son becomes collateral damage. Anna is cut off from polite society, she becomes that woman. Even Vronsky, once her entire world, begins to look elsewhere when the weight becomes too much. It's easy to look at Anna and think she is reckless, and she is, but so is the world around her. Hypocrisy is everywhere. Her brother cheats and is forgiven. Anna cheats and is destroyed. The rules are different from men and women, and even today that hasn't changed as much as we pretend. But Tolstoy doesn't let her off the hook either. Anna starts to lose herself, she becomes paranoid, insecure and unstable. She fights with Vronsky, she accuses, she doubts, the more she clings, the more he pulls away. It's painful to watch because you know where it's heading, not just toward death, but towards total erasure. Her identity fades, her joy rots, the affair that once felt like an escape becomes a prison. And then she steps in front of a train. It's sudden, but it's not. Tolstoy plants that image early. He circles it. The train is both literal and symbolic. Modernity, speed, noise, carelessness. Just like our world now. We move fast, we chase pleasure, we ignore warning signs, then we crash. But Anna's story is only half the book. The other half belongs to Konstantin Dmitrievich Levin, a character often seen as Tolstoy's alter ego. He's awkward, idealistic, and unsure of himself. He fumbles through love, marries Kitty, Anna's sister-in-law, and tries to live a meaningful life. He works on his farm, he seeks spiritual clarity, he struggles with the point of existence. His arc is quieter, but it holds the truth Anna never finds. While Anna is consumed by love, Levin is consumed by meaning. He doesn't find it in one big answer. He finds it slowly, through small actions, through family, through faith, through work. He grows while Anna falls, and the contrast is brutal. So, what does Tolstoy want us to see? That love isn't enough, that passion fades, the society is broken, but individual choices still matter. The freedom, when pursued without direction, becomes chaos. That modern life, with all its speed and seduction, often rewards the superficial and punishes the honest. Anna wanted love. She thought that would save her. But love without roots, without safety, without honesty, it turns poisonous. And Vronsky? He never understood the cost. He played with fire. When it burned him, he left. Tolstoy didn't write a villain, he wrote a warning. You don't need to be a 19th century Russian noble to see yourself in this story. You just need to have ever chased something that felt good but wasn't good for you. You just need to have ever ignored the consequences because the present felt too beautiful to question. Anna Karenina is about what happens when we confuse desire with destiny. It's about how easily we ruin ourselves in search of something more. And in today's world, with our endless scrolling, quick thrills, filtered lives, the warning hits even harder. But don't just feel, think, don't just want, ask why. Because not all love stories are meant to be followed. Some are meant to be read, to keep us from making the same mistake. Exactly what makes Anna Karenina jump in front of a train? Anna doesn't jump in front of the train because of one moment. She does it because of a slow, painful build-up that feels unbearable by the end. Let's break it down. Isolation. Society cuts her off. She is not just judged, she is erased. She loses her home, her status, her relationship with her son. Everywhere she goes, she feels like a ghost. A beautiful one, but a ghost nonetheless. Her friends vanish, her family distances itself, she has no place to return to, and this isn't temporary, it's permanent. She is stuck in exile while the world continues on without her. Vronsky changes. In the beginning, he worships her, but over time, you see the cracks. He's frustrated, he feels trapped, he starts pulling away. She senses it. He doesn't have to say it. It's in the way he looks at her, the way he speaks less, the way he becomes more interested in his career than her. And Anna? She clings harder. She gets paranoid, desperate. The more she demands love, the less she gets it. No future. She's not married. She can't marry Vronsky because her husband won't grant a divorce. She has no legal rights, no social freedom, no way forward. She's not accepted in respectable society. She can't go back to her old life. She can't fully live in the new one either. She's in between, permanently. Addiction to passion. Anna wanted more than just love. She wanted to feel alive, but passion isn't stable. It burns hot, then turns cold. And when the fire goes out, she doesn't know who she is anymore. She was never taught how to exist without being admired, loved, wanted. So when she starts to feel abandoned, she spirals. Mental collapse. By the final chapters, Anna's mind is fractured. She is hallucinating. She hears voices. She is anxious, paranoid, and jealous. She believes everyone is lying to her. Then Vronsky will leave her. That her life is a trap. And finally, the train. The train isn't random. From the first scene of the book, a man dies by the train. It's a symbol of fate, of modern life, of unstoppable force. It moves forward no matter who gets crushed. So Anna stands by the tracks, not because she is impulsive, but because in her mind, she has nowhere else to go. She doesn't see it as death, she sees it as release. But then tragedy is this. She thinks she is choosing freedom. What she is really doing is giving up the fight. That's why her death hits so hard, because we saw it coming and still hoped she would turn away. Is Anna Karenina a romantic story or a tragedy? Anna Karenina is a tragedy. At first glance, it might look like a romantic story. Two people fall in love, defy the rules, and chase passion. But that's not what Tolstoy is really showing. He strips the idea of romantic love bare. He knows what happens when desire overrides responsibility, when emotion blinds judgment, when love becomes obsession. Anna doesn't find freedom, she loses herself. Vronsky doesn't rescue her, he eventually pulls away. Society doesn't forgive, it punishes. And the people who do everything right, they aren't spared either. Everyone in the novel suffers because of choices driven by ego, fear, or pride. This is not a love story with a happy ending. It's a warning, a story of consequences, a story of isolation, disillusionment, and the slow unraveling of a woman who wanted something more and paid for it with everything. What lessons do we learn from Anna Karenina? Here are the lessons we learn from Anna Karenina, not as morals handed down, but as warnings carved into the lives of broken people. Love alone isn't enough. Anna and Vronsky loved each other, but love without trust, stability, and freedom turns toxic. Passion fades. Without a foundation, it crumbles. The book teaches us, don't confuse intensity with depth. Society forgives men faster. Anna is ruined, Vronsky survives. Her brother cheats and is fine. She cheats and is exiled. Even today, women carry the heavier burden of judgment. That hasn't changed as much as we would like to believe. Choices have long shadows. Anna's decision to follow her heart feels brave at first, but it sets off a chain of loss. Her son, her home, her peace of mind, every step forward costs her something. And by the end, there is nothing left to give. You can't undo some decisions. Not everything is reversible. Isolation destroys. When Anna loses her place in society, she loses more than status. She loses mirrors, people to remind her who she is. With no one left to reflect her value, her sense of self disintegrates. We survive through connection. Without it, the mind turns on itself. Mental health matters. Tolstoy wrote Anna's descent with terrifying clarity. Paranoia, hallucinations, obsession. But no one helps her. They gossip, they judge, they leave. A mind in crisis doesn't need punishment, it needs compassion. That lesson is still being learned. Modern life moves too fast. The train, fast, metal, cold, isn't just a way to travel. It's the world Anna can't catch up with. Everything around her changes, she is left behind. Today we live on fast tracks, phones, deadlines, noise. It's easy to lose your footing. Anna's end reminds us to slow down before the crash. You need something deeper than pleasure. Vronsky gave Anna love, but he couldn't give her meaning. Levin, the other protagonist, finds peace not in romance but in purpose, through work, family, and faith. Tolstoy isn't saying don't love, he is saying love isn't the whole picture. Build a life, don't just chase a feeling. Final takeaway. Anna Karenina teaches us that recklessness doesn't always look like an ideal decision. Sometimes it's just ignoring the quiet signals, the ones that say, this path ends badly. And sometimes, by the time you hear them clearly, there is no turning back. Concluding remarks on Anna Karenina. Anna's story is not just about forbidden love. It's about the quiet violence of being cut off, from society, from identity, from love that no longer loves back. Tolstoy doesn't punish Anna for sin. He punishes her for being human in a world that doesn't forgive imperfection. She's not evil, she's not innocent, she's deeply real. That's what makes Anna Karenina unforgettable. This isn't a tale of romance, it's a story of disintegration, of what happens when passion is mistaken for salvation, of what happens when a person has no safe space to land, no way to go back, and no path forward. Tolstoy doesn't give you answers, he gives you life, raw, unfair, full of choices that trap you before you even know you have made them. And that's why it still matters today. We still live in a world that isolates women for their choices, forgives men too quickly, and celebrates passion while neglecting stability. Have you found the summary of Anna Karenina insightful? If yes, please like the video or subscribe to my channel so that you get a notification whenever I upload more book summaries. Thanks for watching.